Welcome back to 11 Alive Midday. At this hour, we are staying on top of breaking news for you. Metro Atlanta under a tornado watch until 1 o'clock, so we have about another hour and a half. This is a live look at our Noonan Tower cam. Lots of wind and rain coming down over the city of Noonan right now, and it's very widespread, so we're keeping everyone in the know.
Even as this wave is hitting, we're seeing more and more of the damage that the last one left behind. This is new video giving us a look at what happened in Ellijay overnight. Trees uprooted, awnings and roofs off buildings and homes. We'll have much more coming up from Ellijay in a live report.
But first, let's get you straight over to meteorologist Chesley McNeil. Chesley, I think I counted. This is officially round 4.
Yes, there have been a couple of rounds that have been coming through the area. Some up to the north earlier this morning. That was the one that produced a couple tornadoes in our area, a couple tornado warnings. Haven't seen very many of those since the wee hours of the morning, but we had lines moving right on through, especially the metro area, and we're seeing another one that's poised to move through as we speak. In fact, we're hearing it over our heads here in Midtown. You're hearing a couple of booms of thunder, and you can see the heavy rain headed toward Union City. This is South Fulton County here. Further down to the south toward Peachtree City, very heavy rain, numerous lightning strikes, especially back off to the west of us, and you see that severe thunderstorm warning that we have, that box right there over much of Heard County as this line of showers and thunderstorms begin to push in. Looking at winds up to about 60 miles per hour, some hail associated with those thunderstorms as well, so we'll continue to watch it. Even further down to the south, you have these clusters of thunderstorms around, and so now we're starting to see the shift where some of that active weather is starting to pick up just a little bit further down to the south. Where we had it to the north this morning, now we're shifting to the south. In fact, the north out of the tornado watch, you got it from Floyd over to Banks County southward is where you're going to find a tornado watch for this afternoon until about 1 o'clock. It's extended a little further, and you make your way down into the central portions of the state there until 5 o'clock tonight. So we'll see it being chipped away as the storms continue to slide further off to the south of us. I even think we'll catch a break as we head into the latter half of the afternoon, maybe even a little sunshine coming through may help to boost our temperatures up just a little bit. We started out with temperatures in the 70s. Places like Atlanta was at 75 this morning, still around 70 degrees right now. Even though the rain is coming through, it may cool us down just a little bit before we rise back up. Forecasting a high of 83 degrees for this afternoon. We'll get a few breaks in those clouds. We'll be watching what takes place later on tonight. Even though we'll have mostly sunny skies by 7 o'clock, we got another round of strong to severe thunderstorms that's going to push into the area from the west over toward the east, and so we may be dealing with this again by tomorrow morning. So doing it all over again, folks. Make sure you stay weather aware. Download our app, folks, if you need it. It'll let you know where all the severe weather will be. It'll alert you right there on your phone. Guys, back to you.
All right, Chesley, the weather wheel keeps on spinning. Our team coverage continuing now. 11 Alive's Ariana Manise live in Metro Atlanta in the thick of this heavy rain and thunder we keep hearing clapping over our heads.
Yeah, Ariana, you were out there on the road for us, giving us the first view from your point. Tell us, what are the conditions like right now?
Aisha and Cheryl, we're on I-85 North in Gwinnett. We just passed the Pleasant Hill Road exit. Now, rain is lighting up slightly. It's still kind of moderate, but I wouldn't consider it heavy. But you can hear the pitter-patter of the rain on the windshield. You see the windshield wipers kind of working at the moment as we move along I-85 North. Now, we went through Norcross. That's where we really saw some heavy rain. Right now in Duluth is not too bad. Now, the rain has been steady since our last hit at the top of the hour. Traffic right now is pretty moderate. We have seen some cars really taking their time, some even putting on their hazard lights. You see water is collecting on the roads at this point. We've even been splashed quite a few times by some trucks. We've also seen some flashes of lightning since we've been driving around the metro within the last half hour. Now, if you thought about heading out for lunch, you may want to rethink this, because looking at these current conditions, you really got to take your time. Aisha and Cheryl, maybe better just to sit inside and maybe look to see what you have in the refrigerator at this point.
No doubt, if you can stay inside, that's the safest option. 11 Alive's Bobeth Yates continuing our team coverage now from Ellijay. Bobeth, the incredible amount of damage there really speaks to the power of some of these storms that have already come through.
That's exactly right, Cheryl. It seems like it was definitely severe. I want you to look at the area right behind me. So now I am on Ellington Road, just on Old Highway 5 South, and this tree completely toppled over, blocking the actual street. But if you follow me, the damage gets worse. Follow back here. Now, this is the actual Forestry Commission, the Georgia Forestry Commission. And if you see over here, a complete side of the building now missing as that system made its way through the area. The roof of that building also gone. You can see it brought down the power lines. Siding also missing. And then you'll see what we showed you earlier, about 30 minutes ago. I was at a storage unit. That's where that storage unit is, up this street. And so some of that building then started to go into homes that are on the left side of this road. At one point, someone told us a beam from that storage unit came flying through their house at a very high rate of speed, completely barreling through the multiple walls. And then you have this home right here that was flooded, a tree down, also roof damage, just a lot of damage over here as that system made its way through this area in Ellijay, right off Ellington Road and South Highway 5 in that area where we're seeing just a lot of damage. Now, power is also out in this area. We saw Georgia Power crews out here trying to restore, but mostly what they were doing is cutting the live wires because all over this area are live wires all on the floor. So, of course, we're trying to be careful, and Georgia Power crews were out here trying to make sure everyone is safe. But as we're out here, we're starting to see the rain start to pick back up. So it doesn't look like this system is over for this group. It looks like this is the first round has passed, and they can't even begin cleanup yet because it's starting to come back. We're feeling the rain, and even at times just a little bit heavier. So I'm going to continue to follow this and bring you updates, I'm sure, throughout the day with our different reporters that will be in this area. I know our reporter Brittany Kleinfelder is on her way up here, so she will be covering this for the later shows too. So Cheryl, it's a lot happening. Sending it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, and you can see from your perspective there, Bobeth, it's hard for even people to get around. There's so much blocking the roadways.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't know, Bobeth, is you're actually a meteorologist as well. You fill in for our meteorology team, so you've really given us a great perspective here. Talk about some of those people who are actually trying to get their belongings. You think about that storage unit, that's everything they own for some people.
Yeah, you know, some of the people we spoke to were super devastated. I mean, devastation is the word. The gentleman we spoke to said he couldn't talk on camera because he was just so heartbroken. But he said that was all his belongings. He literally just moved into the unit earlier this month on the 1st because he moved out of his old place and was waiting for the new place to come, so he had to put his stuff somewhere, and all his belongings are now out in the open because that unit has blown away. They say they have been calling the representatives from that storage unit, but because of electricity being out, none of their phones are working either. So they're not sure what happens next. Many of them are just digging through the rubble to try to find those things that they have to save right away to get out of the elements, and probably will regroup in the next few days or hours to salvage what is left. So it's very devastating for many of these people.
Yeah, we hope the community really rallies around the people that have lost so much because it's not over yet. Bobeth, thanks a lot. And that damage is exactly why it's so important to be weather aware throughout the day. And we'd like to see what conditions you're seeing around you. If you can safely take a picture or video of the storm damage, please send them our way. Text your pictures or videos to 404-885-7600. Make sure you include at least your first name and the location of the picture and video.